production, and our production team. Mr. Charles Njoroge, Mr. Simon Kabu of Bonfire Adventures, Mr. Sam Nyole, Mr. Duncan Kashogi, Constable Anthony Moreti, who are our executive producers. Our director, Anthony, and I'll hand over to Mr. Martin.
Thank you so much. And honestly, I feel like crying, but kweli yani nimefurahi sana. First and foremost, ukiwa kama mtoto ambaye hauna wazazi ama ukiwa yatima, sometimes umetoka kwa background ambayo ya kimaskini sana, alafu unafanikiwa kufanya kitu kama hichi, watu kama hawa wote wako na pesa kama hizi zote, watu kama nyinyi, hizi media zote, hizi kamera zote, hizi nani zote, kwa mtoto kama mimi ambaye bado ni mdogo na sina watu ambao labda ningesema nimezaliwa katika familia za kitajiri. Honestly, I feel it's bigger, it's more than expected. Like the love is too much, especially for the media. You guys, you know how far we have come. We began this online media group, mimi na rafiki yangu inaitwa Don Online. It was our idea to have Kenya equivalent, something like this, Kenya online media. And I just don't know what to say, but you guys, Kenya online media, you guys, thank you so much. Nataka to mention each and every one of you, but thank you so much. Presenter Ali, you've been my voice since day one, God bless you so much. Having said that, I would like to thank everyone else also, our guests, and our partners, of course. But before that, I want to say a big thank you to Joseph Chege, Uyuapa. He's a creative director. He's the man behind the story, script, na vitu kama hizo zote. He's the company creative director, anafanya kazi mob sana. Then we have Stephen Amadoknes Ricky, na ni head of the production. Hii cinema zote mtaona ni yeye amesimamia kama mdosi. And then we have now people who gave us the money, or rather contributed, ndio tupate au tuweze kumalizia the production of the series. Nyi wote mnajua production si rahisi, it's extremely expensive. Peke yetu hatuwezi, si wenyewe ni watoto wadogo, tutafika hata 23 years, hatuwezi afford. And kuna haja tudanganyane. We have Mr. Simon Kabu, tusaidia sana. We called, actually tulichelewa when we met with him, so alikuwa late. We actually met at the petrol station, tukamwambia tu haraka what we wanted in him, but he believed in us. Hatujui, he believed in us, he gave us money, na si pesa kidogo. I want to say a big thank you to you. Thank you so much. Then we have Charles Njoroge. He is, I call him my dad. He's my father because of the far he has brought me. And he was the first person we approached when we had this idea, mimi na my partners, Jusa and Joseph. So we approached them, tukamwambia we have this idea, we wanted to help us. Initially we had spoken with someone at a certain TV station, tukamwambia tufanye production, tuwapeleke lead. And so we went to Charles, we requested him to help us. He gave us a lot of money, some means sana. Without them, it wouldn't be successful. So I want to say a big thank you to you, Charles, as our dad. And then the crew, beginning or starting with the director, Victor Latone. You know how we struggled. It wasn't easy. It was very difficult, but with the help of God and everyone else, we managed to do it. Guys, mimi nasikia kulia manze. I'm so happy manze. But so today we are going to watch the trailer. Tuko na show mbili. Moja inaitwa Hessy. Hessy is an action crime series done by Kenyans for Kenyans in Kenya. That's why tuko na very important people ambao take part in the industry. have Eric Omondi, he's a friend of mine. Anytime I need kitu ama niko na msanii anataka kukutana na Eric, amemchorea picha ama anything anataka kumpelekea. Watu wengi unitafuta sana niwapeleke kwake. He has been a friend and a good person. We called him kumwambia kuja to support because ameshikilia industry sana. So Eric, thank you so much for coming, bro. Then we have Butita. Butita nyote mnamjua, anafanya sinema pia na akona sinema zake YouTube, lakini pia kitu kilifanya tumuite hapa leo ni kwa sababu Butita alipata nafasi ya kufanya kazi na Netflix. Netflix is one of the biggest broadcasters we have in the world. So having Butita, one of our own, a Kenyan, working for such a big broadcaster, sidhani kitu kidogo. I felt like if he said something about our series, sisi wenyewe tungefurahi sana because of course amefanya kitu kikubwa sana. So I also called him na tukamwalika. Thank God he came. Thank you. Thank you so much. So having said that, he produced your action crime series. We will watch the trailer today, and then we will have a premiere for the same, a corporate premiere for the same series on 5th of February, and tutawambia location itakuwa from around afternoon. So however, itakuwa invites only, but of course the media will be invited na any other influential person. So we wanted also to talk to any company or anyone who would like to be part of the premiere on 5th of February. You are very much welcome. We'll share our details, our email address and our phone numbers for the company representatives. You guys can request invitations or even request to work with us during the premiere in marketing and marketing of your products and stuff. We have another show tulifanya. It's a musical drama inaitwa Anga. Hii ni show pia imeandikwa na script na story by Joseph and Douglas ama Stephen, and Veronica here alikuja kama executive producer wa hiyo series inaitwa Anga, but we decided to work with her. She's a very hardworking woman, a good woman. So hiyo tulishoot peke yetu, hiyo tulitafuta pesa peke yetu, mimi na huyu na Veronica na Douglas. Hiyo tulishoot peke yetu. It was very very expensive, ilikuwa sana, but thank God iliisha. So tutakuwa na hiyo pia. Unfortunately tutakuwa hapo kuona hiyo trailer ya leo because haijaisha kabisa, but we'll share it also kwa channel zetu in 2-3 days time. So having said that, I think I will request Eric to say something, and then the rest pia tutawapea chance, then tuende kwa media waulize maswali, then we finish because of time. So Rico,
wacha kaya hapo juu sauti.
The microphone. So let me move.
Malizia kiuko.
Asanteni sana. Thanks to the team. You guys are doing something. Nilikuwa mbali kidogo, lakini I had to come because of what is currently happening. What you guys are doing pretty much is in line with the fight we're having here, the things we're fighting for now. And kuna music, kuna comedy, kuna film, yeah.
Yes.
And these are three industries that encompass entertainment, yeah. Na ukiangalia industries kama Nollywood, yeah, kama Bongo,
True.
unaita Bongo? bongo movie.
Bongo movies.
Most industries zime develop sana. I think Nigeria bado wako top in film. Hata ukienda Netflix mazee utapata tu vitu za Nigeria mob, yeah. Bongo movie ziko juu kushinda hizi za Kenya, yeah?
True.
Same with music. And this year tumeamua mazee tuna support Kenyan, anything done in Kenya. And that's why niko hapa leo mazee. Niko excited sana for what you guys are doing. Yes. I will support it, I will push it, I will advertise it, I will market it, I will do PR for it. Wow. I'll ensure everybody knows about it, yeah? Because that's the spirit. In the spirit, tumelegea sana for long. When I was growing up, Tahamaki, Tausi, the Vitimbis, yeah? Wingu la moto, yeah? As in, tukienda na Mama Kai Tanzania, usually watu wengi wanajua Mama Kai kushinda wanajua. Because hizo when I was in high school, that was the culture. Then we lost it. We totally lost it. We lost it kabisa. We as an industry we lost entertainment because we became complacent, tukalala. Tanzania, Nigeria wakatake over. And right now we are calling upon young people to come out. Kama wewe ni actor, wewe ni comedian, wewe ni musician, we are going to establish platforms and we're going to ensure by March, yeah, on the 17th of February, Babu Owino together with John Kiari and Jaguar will be passing with flying colors the law that comprehends and pushes all media houses to play 75% of local content, whether ni music, whether ni film, Citizen, Kiss, you name it, yeah. Wow. KTN and TV. Hiyo ni law itasainiwa na Uhuru Kenyatta hivi. So inahakikisha kwamba mazee tukiproduce hizi vitu ni vitu zina juu ukicheki size media utapata masoap opera, si ndio? Ukienda ukitune into energy ama Kiss utasikia tu ngoma za Nigeria. Unajua ukienda kwa matatu utasikia ngoma, ukiingia kwa salon utasikia tu ngoma za Nigeria. But the reason how their movies are zimeshika na ngoma zao zimeshika is not because they are better than us or they sing better or they act better. It's because in their countries they only watch their own. So when they watch their own wanakuwa na hiyo capital or wanapata hiyo pesa. Nilikuwa nafanya research yangu juu Diamond ni guest yangu. Video za Diamond ni noma sana. Ni noma. Umechekio video yake ya yani every 3 seconds amechange. Akona new look. Every 3 seconds amechange. Akona new set. Hiyo ngoma iko na 8 sets. Na dancers wana change. Juu he has the muscle, he has the money. Where does he get the money? It's because Tanzania, they approved. They play 80% bongo music on clubs, DJs, radio shows, TV shows, matatus. I've been there. Ukiingia tu wewe unasikia tu Mbosso, yeah? But ukikuja Kenya bado unasikia Mbosso. So me I want to congratulate you guys.
Thank you.
I want to, this is the agenda, bro. So me, I'll support it.
Thank you so much.
That's why I've come here. I'll push it. I'll buy it. I'll ask people to go buy it.
Buy.
Na umeniambia quality ko juu, si ndio?
Quality ni normal.
Butita anafanya na Netflix.
Yes.
Asikudanganye ni mdosi wa Netflix. Atusukume.
Akuja
hapa atuambie atatufanyia nini na Netflix. Asanteni sana.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Asanteni sana. I don't take it for granted watu wengi wakiwa pamoja. It's more of spiritual than physical too. Hata kwa Biblia imeandikwa when two or more come together, mkusoma. When two or more come together, that's a church. Yeah, it's always there. So now everybody here is a soul, and for you to be here for a common purpose, it means the purpose is even greater than what you think.
True.
It's not just a film, it's not just business. It's a vision that's driving all of us to be here, and it might be an opening for many things. So nimekuwa na hiyo feeling na nimekuwa naona vile industry inaenda ya film. I think ni tuko on the verge of exploding into the for the best, because ukiangalia of late kumeanza kuwa na interest sana na film ya Kenya, not only with Kenyans, hata outsiders. Ukiangalia South Africa, tupa hiyo simu huko. The mobile industry has grown. Now you are growing the film industry. So South Africa, I think some years ago, when you are thinking about Africa, you are thinking about South Africa. So the best of the best was there in terms of production resources. They have the best studios, they have the best production companies, because most of them were affiliated to the Western support zinaoniwa na watu wa Western huko nini. So now the industry for South Africa, when Netflix, whatever, Disney nini, wakifikiria kufanya kitu, walikuwa naenda South Africa. Juu hapo ndio ilikuwa inakaa iko na potential ya kurepresent Africa. Now ikagrow, ikakuwa sawa. South Africa vitu zao ni safi, ziko standard poa. Then it shifted. There was a time you couldn't even find a Hollywood film kwa platform mob. Zilikuwa ni hizi ziko tu kwa ma Citizen huko, ziko kwa ma CD, but watu wakaanza kuziwatch. Ika happen largest market share ya Africa inaona Nollywood. So the interest now shifted towards Nollywood because people wanted to accommodate Africans pia kwa market ya kumake do na films za Africa. So the only solution was to end Nollywood. Nollywood pia ni wengi na wanaifanya sana. So kama wewe unataka kufanya biashara ya film, unaenda wapi? Hollywood. So now kukakuja na kitu fulani ika happen. South Africa wamekuwa huko, wamekuwa Nollywood. Now there is a country called Kenya. It has internet speed advantage, which many countries in Africa do not have. Speed ya internet ya Kenya huwezi linganisha na South Africa, na huwezi linganisha na Nigeria. I think tuko number 2 after Madagascar or number 1 is South Africa. But tuko hapo juu. So now internet advantage. The way content has been evolving, it's thriving where internet iko sawa. So watu wakarealize kuna internet advantage hapa Kenya. Na ni kama wa Kenya pia kabisa hatujajua. That's why unaona international investors wengi wameanza kuangalia hii market in terms of film. Juu wanajua this is an area where on demand platform can thrive. It's an area whereby ukifanya premiere online itafanya. It's an area yenye ki explode film wise iko na do mbaya. So mbona sisi tusione hiyo kitu watu wengine wanaona? Mbona sasa hivi unaona platforms zinakuja Kenya zinakwambia ni aje, tunataka uongee Kijaluo kwa hiyo film yako, tunataka uongee Kikuyu kwa hiyo film yako, because they know we have rich culture that we've not even explored 1%. As stories zetu zenye ziko hapa, stories za mtaa, stories za nini, story hazijasemwa, because tukienda kufanya film tunataka kufanya story ya US, tunataka kufanya story ya kama wanaija, tunataka kufanya story tunasahau zetu. Na sisi tuko na over 42 ni 42 tribes na zote ziko na culture different. Kuna mpaka the urban culture ya Nairobi. Nairobi pekee ni story. Archive pekee yake ni movie mbili. Archive tu hapo. Mtu vile ananyang'anywa simu pale, makonman pale nini, kuna dem anangojea mtu hapo amezimiwa simu, jumsea ameona huyo dem hawezi. Vitu zina happen tu hapo. Yeah, you can just do a movie called Archive. National Archive. Because we have a lot of stories that are our own and we can tell them better than anyone else. Ukiambiwa piga story ya kwenye mtaa yako, hakuna mtu atakubiti. Hata uwekwe na walami 50 wa Hollywood wenye wana masters na nini, wewe ndio unajua hiyo story yako. Kitu itakushinda labda ni kuipackage, kuisema kama film, lakini wewe ndio uko na hiyo story. So me I'm happy because this is the beginning of telling our own stories. The way you people came up with this story, it represents us, and this is the only thing that can define you ukiekwa na competition huko nje. Because huko nje watu wanashoot, mtu anakona helicopter 3 kwa set. Watu mtu anajenga mpaka White House hapo nje, anashoot hapo. Unaona mpaka in fact wana shooting kwa studios juu ya sound. Wanakwenda wanajenga hiyo hoteli kwa studio. Si ndege ikipita tuna pause. Tunangoja ipite ndio tuendelee. So nini itatufanya to stand out? Na kwa hiyo muscle. Good story. Angalia Squid Game ilishika dunia mzima. it's a South Korean thing. Na lakini dunia mzima iliipenda. Kwa nini? Why are people suddenly developing interest in Mexico, sijui Spanish, sijui inaitwa nini hizo ma Squid Game, hizo ma Money Heist. Mbona last year ma hit za platform zilitoka continent zingine? Because hizo stories hazijasemwa sana. Stories za Hollywood zimesemwa sana. So it's our time. It's time for our stories. Let's take charge na tuone vile tutasukuma stories zetu ziendelee. Na hii movie kitoka, I think if all of us we are here, we are about 30 or 40. Si ndio?
Yes.
Sisi watu tuko hapa. If we decide to make this film great, it will be great.
True.
If everyone talks about it, not less than 3 times. Uiongelee mara 3 kuendelea. Hapana, watu wataiwatch. Asanteni sana.
Thank
In
you
terms
so
of
much.
Netflix bana.
swali nimeuliza. So mimi kukutana na wase wengi wanaulizanga hiyo swali. Aje sasa juu uko na namba yao wase? Niambie maleza tuma. So siku moja niliuliza pia swali nikasema ni aje movie zetu mbona hazikuangi kwa hizi platform sana? Na kuna zingine ziko. Nika explain ya kitu inaitwa distributors. You see what happens, these platforms most of the time they don't negotiate with everyone because wata negotiate vitu mingi na ni pressure kwao. So there are distributors who collect on behalf or who procure, inaitwa gaji auto film, who acquire on their behalf.
Yes.
So these distributors unaweza tafuta. The last time I checked kulikuwa na moja South Africa na moja ilikuwa Nigeria, na I think hiyo Nigeria pia wamefungua, kuna distributor amefungua ofisi hapa mwenye alikuwa anakuwa on behalf of Netflix pia. Na I think kuna distributor wote hapa.
Yes.
Unaelewa kitu tunasema. Sasa kama unataka kwenda hizo ma Netflix nini, huyu ndio unafaa kuona.
Tuko na yeye.
Sababu hizi platform wakaje, sisi wote tuko na film hapa. Waongee na huyu, wakuja ongea na huyu, huyu sijui sound yake iko wapi, huyu sijui nini hapa. Na so wanaenda kwa distributor, yeye ana handle your pressure on the behalf of the platform. So anaambia distributor ni aje, sisi tunataka movie kama 40. Yeye pambane na sisi, ajue quality yetu iko sawa, iende kwa watu wa quality wafanye nini, captioning and everything, alafu ya tutetee. So yeye ndio mtu tunafaa kuongelesha kama tunafaa kwenda huko.
Wow.
Na anafaa waambie kitu inatuangusha sana kwa market, si hata good picture, ni good sound. We are hiring the best cameras, everything, but we forget the simple aspect of sound. People even do ADR huko. ADR ni ile mna record hadi kwa booth, voice inaenda na kila jua, nataka sound ikwe perfect. So ni hayo tu kwa sasa, asanteni.
Wow.
God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming.
Distributor rudi.
Yeah. So guys, because of time pia jaribu kuharakisha. So when we give you a chance to to harakisha kidogo. So guys, we have Wangeshi. Wangeshi, she is the CEO, the founder and the owner Media Pros Africa. Media Pros Africa are film distributors, series distributors. Atajiongelelea yeye mwenyewe, but how we met with her is after we did the series Hessy, ilifanywa na director Gatonye. Sisi hatukuwa tunajua Wangeshi. Okay, personally I knew her, but sikuwa nimemeet because as I said I was doing for another TV company, but I don't want to mention it because hawajalipia. So your TV, Wangeshi used to work there. So hapo ndio nilikuja kujua, oh, so there's someone called Wangeshi na she distributes films, but I was not able to get her. So one day my director Gatonye called me 6 a.m. in the morning. Kaniambia, you have to call this lady aende auze sinema yenu. So that's how we met with Wangeshi. She loved the series na we felt like it's important pia yeye akue hapa leo aseme kitu briefly and then we continue.
Okay, yes. Thank you, Tesh.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Or is it still morning? Oh, good morning. I think I've been here for so long. Feels like it's afternoon. First of all, thank you very much for inviting me to this press conference. I must admit, when I was coming, I was a little bit skeptical because I even asked Tesh, press conference wiki ya kwanza January nani anakam? Watu bado wako holiday, hawajarudi job nini, but I am very, very impressed by the turnout and more so to see young people, you know, who are very enthusiastic about supporting the dream and the vision of African storytelling, more specifically here in Kenya, and also even the content creators, you know, and other professionals within this room. So it's very exciting. So I also feel like crying very much like you do, because I think it's a very positive step. Now, one thing, just to keep it brief, that Tesh hasn't mentioned is after we met, of course, through Mr. Gatonye, who showed me the trailer and I loved it. They signed me on as their distributor. So why are you not disclosing that I'm your distributor?
She's our distributor.
So they did the right thing, as Butita is saying. They decided they're going to take away the headache of going to sell to platforms, because it can be quite difficult. You know, first of all, as creatives, your time is to create, to come up with new ideas, new concepts, you know, great visual arts and all that. And that takes time to put together. Now then again, if you put on another cap and you say, now I'm going to go to Kabu, for example, and ipatie do, I go to this platform, Netflix, maybe where Butita has connections, PIA and his idea, whatever, then it takes away your time from creative. And what we want in the industry is we want it to be a cycle, you know? You go out there, you create, you develop stories, unakuja, unaiweka kwa platform, the audience watches, sponsor anafurahi, analipa, nini, tunarudi tena kwa field. So, and there are different people who handle the different aspects, of course, in content development. And that's where distribution comes in, which is very key. And I'm very excited to be part of this project, especially when you come across such a beautiful story, such an authentic Kenyan story. And we've had a lot of back and forth with the team.
I forgot to say that.
Yeah?
I forgot to tell them about the film. I forgot to say the
about
concept.
The concept.
Yes.
Well, we've had a lot of back and forth in terms of, mara story inakaa hivi nini, right from the title itself. Because I asked them, what do you want your film or your story to represent? And they said, we just want it to be Kenyan, we want it to be authentic, we want it to be real. Hivi ndio makarau behave, hivi ndio wakanga behave, hivi ndio watu wenda home, hizi ndio streets wanapitia. And Victor actually captured that quite well.
Exactly.
You know, in the series. So it really does come out, and that's what drew me in, because finally we are telling our own stories. Like Eric is saying, you go to other countries, you're watching their stories. You come back home, you're watching their stories again. We need to tell our stories here at home, and then also take our stories out there. And that's where we come in as distributors. It's to try and find homes for these stories, so that as many people and audiences can be able to watch, and not only here locally, but also internationally. So yes, I do have contacts at Netflix, but not aggregating or distributing for them at the moment. We're still in discussions, and because that's what platforms look for. All the free-to-air stations, pay TV, Showmax, your Netflixes, Hulu's, your Disney's, everybody works now with distributors. Again, it's just easier in terms of facilitation, and it takes off the load for you as a content producer to take care of the other aspects of creating and developing and making the story just look good. Yeah, mambo ya kuuza, wacha sisi tungangane. Yes, kama vile Butita amesema, kipindi kishaiva, rushia Wangeshi. Mbia Wangeshi sasa we enda uze. Or even before that, distribution doesn't necessarily have to come only at the end, even at the beginning. Because even as a producer, you're looking for money, you're looking for funding to be able to continue your production. So like Kabu and I will become very good friends, and Charles, as I hear, because now on behalf of Philhamu and Rick Media, mimi ndio nitakuwa na waanda, so that I can continue to support this team. And even Eric amejitolea, amesema ata support na Butita. And I had confirmations. I've been taking notes. Nimesikia. I have noted you people, because this is all about collaboration. It's about teamwork. You know, we have to support each other so that at least we can move one step forward at a time. So kwa hayo machache, which I'm not sure were very machache, but thank you very much for this opportunity, and congratulations on a successful launch of your series. And I look forward to getting more content from your team, and also from a lot more from home so that we can be able to put it out there. Asante.
Thank you so much. Wow, that was Angeshi. It was brief. He did. Now, no, yeah. Because of time, I think we might not be able to have more people speaking, but I will have maybe Mr. Kabu, the director, Malik, on behalf of the cast, and Mr. Arabron, also on behalf of the cast. Then we will have Veronica on behalf of the company to say one or two things. So please, and then we'll now have the questions from the media. Then we watch the trailer, and then we finish. Please, briefly. Now, we begin with the man who made it possible.
Jabu Jabu. No, I'll be very brief.
Yes.
Mimi si mtu wa kuongea sana. Now, I'm happy and I'm excited to be here. You know, I want to give you guys brief to what happened. I don't know how these guys got their number. Maybe Eric Wedio, I don't know who gave them the number. They called me as any other. You know, I receive like maybe 100 to 200 calls, people wanting me to support them every day, either from all my phones. So they insisted so much, and I can't remember whether I was flying out or what was happening.
Yeah.
But I was so much in a hurry. So sijui nikawambia wanipate pahali kwa Peti, sio?
Tulikuwa tumit kwa ofisi, so we thought the reporters is in town.
Yes.
So we came in town.
And that time my office iko so wakati walikuja. Sasa imagine mlikuwa nyinyi wawili na
mwingine.
Hebu imagine hawa watu huwajui. Na saa hizi unaona kwa press conference, usiangalie saa hizi sasa. You can understand. Mimi wako na hizo dread na habuani na hawako hivi wako kwa press conference. Mnaelewa the way they would be. Nikaona watu maybe kaweka simu kwanza kando ili tuongee. So they told me about the film. So nikasema nikashindwa sasa. So they talked about, nikauliza mnatakaje. Kaniambia the way. So I look at these young people. For whatever reason I believe them in a way. Nikaona kama wako na vision. Nikajiuliza, what is this that what do I lose if I support some young people somehow? So nikasema hata ikipotea acha ipotee. Si unajua vile tunasemanga, ikipotea acha ipotee. So but sasa simu sasa nikazileta karibu. So we met kwa inside my vehicle. So I think it was, I can't remember what was happening. Kwa petrol station. So nilikuwa nimefungua vio in case kuna watu wengi, in case mtu aninyonge niko sawa. But fast forward, we were able to, nikauliza mnatakaje, tuka-agree, tukasema what I could still, I had never supported a movie before. So I didn't know a lot of things. So I called my lawyer, nikamwambia there's some guys here wataka sijui support and all that. So nikamwambia acha tu form WhatsApp group. So I think that's what I did. Then nikaweka lawyer ndani, then sasa conversation ikaanza, because I'm normally sinajua saa nyingine tu niko busy, so conversation ikaanza hapo. And fast forward, something was able to come out of it. I like your aggressiveness. And nothing comes for free.
True.
You see, young people like to challenge all of you who would be able to listen. These guys, if they didn't persist, if they were not, you know, after some time we had a Zoom meeting, akina Katonya, akina Njeri, for me to be able to understand, Wangeshi, for me to be able to understand what is this. And they were very patient. There are some virtues that we need to learn as young people. Me, sasa nishatoka huko kwa young. You guys need to learn. You know, that being patient, success, it's not a one-time event. Some people want uanze saa hizi ukue kama Simon Kabu. It's not possible. Maybe ukue unauza drugs ama unafanya kitu kingine, but in a good way, it's not possible. You have to learn, it's a progression. You have first to start here, you crawl baby steps, uanze kidogo mpaka ufike pahali unataka. So that's what happened. So it has been shove, and I don't know how you call.
Push and shove.
Yes, you push and shove for minutes. So these guys have been persistent, and that's why now we can see the fruits of what has been happening. So guys, keep it up, we'll support. Nimesikia Eric, whatever he has said is quite good. Eric, he's doing good thing to support the Kenyan content. Hata kama anaambiwa naiba simu, it is still a part of what maybe it's a part of the process of supporting the Kenyan content. Maybe aliona simu hiyo ilikuwa na not Kenyan content, akaona ikuwe haiko. So you guys are doing, it's a good way and we'll support. Nimesikia Butita amesema kuna movie ya archives. Hata nimefikiria nikaona after this maybe we can do a movie for the archives and support it. Wow. Yes, we can do it.
Thank you.
You see? Sasa hiyo utashatuambia sasa. So we'll keep on supporting. We keep on supporting the way we can, and let's all of us support this Kenyan content. Na yule mwingine atakuja tu na Kenyan content, let's consume it. Yeah. That's the best way. Let's support our own, because tunasema if you don't support your own, if you support this person apate kakitu, ni kumaanisha pahali duka ile ananunua kitu hiyo duka amesupport na huyo mtu yule amesupportiwa na hiyo duka. All that is a chain of event. So nimemalizia hapo. I thank you guys for I thank you for coming to me. I don't know how mlifikiria mkuje kwangu, na wacha tuone the way forward, and we promise you guys that this will be big and we'll continue to support the way we can until we're able to achieve our objective.
Thank you so much. Now we have the director. He also say a few words. Actually, we didn't have enough money to pay the director, amata crew, amata cast. Now, as you can see, our see directors amateur, amateur crew amateur. When you look at the credits, the directors, the DOPs, everyone who took part in the production, ni watu ambao ni seasoned, ni watu ambao wamefanya kazi tena na tena na tena na tena. So si watu walikuwa na shida ya pesa, lakini si watu pia wanafanyanga for free. But because of the favor that God has given us, we were able to get them. Sitasema ni for free, but it was for free. And then also the cast. Wale cast tumewawekea hapo, as you can see, ni cast ambao wamewahi kufanya tena na tena na tena na wakafanikiwa na Wakenya wakawapenda. But tuliona pia sisi, because tumepata support from people like Kabu and Mr. Kina Eric and dad here, Mr. Charles. Ni poa pia si to support new talents. That's why hii series iko na seasoned cast na wale fresh new talents kabisa. You will see them from here. So after the director Malik will speak something on the young cast, and then Rabron will say something on behalf of the held cast. So
Poa, habari zenyu. Habari zenyu. Poa, I think tulimit the same way. Pia mimi walinitafuta. Hata sikumukangi mlinipata through nani? Abdi. Mashallah Abdi. Mlikuwa mmepanic. Sasa mkafanya nijifikirie kwani mua mbaya. But it was a pleasure kuwa meet. Passion yangu sana ya kutell story zetu imenilid kwa vita zingine tamu sana za kupigania kusema story zetu. Paka kufanya series inakaa 7 years kwa hard drive juu imekataliwa Kenya yote. But hatukufi moyo. Inakaa alafu inanunuliwa na platform nyingine Max ndio inaanza kununuliwa Kenya. So unaanza kufeel kwa nini tunaibika kujiona. Kuna element ya hiyo, you should never be ashamed to be
yourself, because you matter, yourself matters. That's why uko alive. So na thank sana producers wangu wote, executives, asanteni sana sana. It wasn't an easy show because Alex is a mad guy. Na nilisema mimi si change script, chenye amesema na chenye anataka kufanya mimi ndachukua hiyo vision yake, because you never know saja uchipua mtu hivyo huwezi jua star wa next ni nani. So angalia mtu chini, usiwahi. So asanteni sana to cast, crew, Arabron as always, my senior Malik. Malik na kuja ukivada hivi. Tumetoka na Malik mbali sana. Na nipo Ascension, I respect you guys, all the other casts who are there. We had junior taekwondo and senior taekwondo teams come in, and that was an interesting thing that unapata genre mbili totally unrelated zina work pamoja, waliweza kuchoreograph vita tamu sana. It was beautiful. Asanteni sana. muendelee hivyo, tujengane tu, tuseme story zetu. Hiyo ndio kitu naweza sema, na tununue vitu zetu. Kuna mtu hapa amesema tukinunua vitu zetu hatunidi mtu mwingine. Mu believe hiyo kitu. Just calculate our population, uta realize hatuta need mtu mwingine. So asanteni sana, ili ona kubwa sana kukaa.
Thank you so much. That was brief. Thank you so much. Let me have Malik now say one or two words on behalf of the cast. Then Rabron, then Vero, and now we give it to the media.
Hello everybody. I'm honored to be amongst great men and great women. Naitwa Malik. Mmenijua tangu nikuwe mtoi mazemia kuna tunaweza waficha unajua. But sasa tuko hapa juu. Hata sijui nianzie wapi. So akina Mato walinicall nikiwa vacation actually. It was 2019. Nikamwambia mimi live life hivi niko Mombasa. Wakaniambia ati zizi mazi hiki tu ni tamu nini, walinipata through a friend of mine. So actually hiyo story venye amesema, si what I think tulikuwa tunapata in different ways. Unajua, nimebambika sana kwanza kucheki Eriko. Najua hata ilikuwa kumbuki the last time tulionana 2014. Na muona tena sasa nimebambika. I'm proud to be na Rabron kwa room. That guy amenilea kwa industry. Same thing to Gatonya amenilea mpaka sasa tuko pamoja. Nilianza hii kitu 2005. Mpaka sasa I was just a mere 5-year-old. Yeah, na bado tunaipiga mpaka sasa. Na mimi believe ni kitu moja. The Kenyan industry ni grow. Aki ya nani the Kenyan industry ni grow. Ukiuliza mseka Rabron na mshop na kuna masho alienda akalipoga punch ama akapewa maziwa na mkate akaneaje buda enda mtaa. Unaona? But kama ange persist, angefika hapa mahali sasa kila mtu hata si Kenya peke yake wanamjua. Same thing to Senjen, same thing to Gatonya. Gatonya hata ni vile maybe time angepatia story ningetea. But I'm really honored to be here. Nashukuru God sana, nashukuru Mr. Simon. Umecome through. Hii stuff ilikuwa rahisi. Nilikuwa na work pia na wakina Mato last year na ilikuwa crazy mazembaka nilikuwa nauliza Gatonya set. Ile kitu unaonaje? Ile kitu unaona kaita kama Gatonya anaenda usijali. Hiyo kitu itaivana. Na nabambika sana kuicheki hapa. It's not easy. You all know if we all are content creators for things za mafilamu. Na mnajua si kitu rahisi ku make vitu kama hizi happen. So nazidi kushukuru God na all the execs, cast na crew. Oh yeah, and I was also to talk about the cast wa Young. It was really hard. It really siwezi danganya, it really broke me down hiyo time kwa sababu nilikuwa na play a different role. When mtaona hapa I was a druggy child, druggy kid nini. Unajua si believe in as an actor you have to take time to get into character and then take time as well to de-role. Never judge an actor's or an actress's response to life. Sababu most of us tunaitoga crazy. Leo umeambiwa katika mlevi hujaika maji. Unaenda unafanya research. Unakata maji kama Musa. No. So hivyo ndio inakuaga. Unaenda unaambiwa ni aje meza pills. Una make sure nika una meza hiyo pill inakuingia yani una feel. Wow. Na cheesy. Ukirudi mtaa hauna msao kukusaidia kudirole. So Kenya naweza penda pia people who help each other, help actors and actresses to de-role and get into character. Those are things that itaonesha pia tumemove from hapa to hapa. Na thanks to guys like ama director Gatonya, akina Rabron wenye wametusaidia to de-role a lot. Like mimi singeacha kuwa ghetto kid kama si Rabron. Rabron alikuwa anatukumbusha, anatuambia tukifanya machichari, we remember where you come from. Usiache get into you. Una get. Sababu nilikuwa narudi mtaani, nilikuwa naishi South B, naambiwa wasa acha uaga ni. Unaona, kwa sababu nilikuwa nimezoea machichari, but it's been a good journey. I love it na God name. So shukran.
Rabron, alafu I think tuna kwa questions and then Vero the general manager ataongea on do the closing remarks because of time. Yeah. Sindio?
Hello everybody. Hello. It's good to be here. My name is Rabron Osanya. That first name is a bit difficult for people, but don't worry, you'll catch up with it as we go. Now, for me, I feel like everything has already been said. There's not much for me to say. Butita, thank you very much for mentioning God here, bringing up the word of God, you know, the Bible, you know. We can't always quote it perfectly, you know. But that is okay, because the truth of the matter is that we must believe in God. God is the spirit, the main spirit. He brings us together, our spirits combine, and then we come up with something amazing. The little bit I can say is that I received a call one day. I think it was Motedia who called me. I listened to what he had to say. We met somewhere in Embakasi. I listened to them, and I was extremely, extremely impressed. The script writer here needs to be given a lot of credit. I was very surprised when I read the script. Not that I had ever doubted the ability of Kenyan script writers, but when you actually see it and you feel it, now that is something different. And because I saw it and I felt it, I then realized that this needed to be handled by somebody who really knows what they're doing. And for me, of course, the best director I have ever worked with in Kenya is Victor Gatonye, who is seated on my right over here. Wow. So I suggested to these young men that they should get in touch with Gatonye. It is today that I'm learning they got him through Abdi. I'm sorry, I don't know who Abdi is myself, but I will do my research and I will find out, okay?
Yes.
Now, I don't want to talk much because everybody has said everything that there is to be said. But one thing I do believe in is that the youth must be supported. Now, our government says they're supporting the youth, and then they take youth to beaches to remove dirt, mud, and things like that. But for me, I believe Kazi kwa Vijana is like this. Give the young people opportunities to make films. And not only films, there's other stuff out there that young people can do. So this is why I felt that it was important to support these young people. Now for me, my mainstay is acting. I believe in the acting, the process of acting. Now these people who act abroad, like the Denzel Washingtons and who might have you, the advantage they have is that from a very young age, they are exposed to production, whether it is theater, whether it is film, whether it is TV, skits, and other small things. In the process, they are taught techniques, ways in which to get your character across to the camera, to the audience, and what might have you. Here in Kenya, we rely purely on our talent. So for me, I really wanted to work with these young people so that I could also work with the actors and give them a few techniques, a few tips here and there on how they can really bring out their characters. Well, we didn't really have much time. Hopefully, well, it is in my plan. I'd like to set something up where, young people, old people, I am a young old man myself, but, where anybody who's interested can come, we can do workshops or we can do all sorts of lessons whereby people can learn what acting is. Acting takes a lot more than just standing in front of a camera, standing in front of people, and saying lines that came off of a script. So for me, as I close, because like I said, I don't want to say much, it was a pleasure working with these young men. I really don't know how to say it. And then working with Gatonye again, I mean, wow, any opportunity to work with Gatonye is just absolutely amazing, even when he's putting me in cold water, but that is a story for another day, okay? But what I'd like to say is, this series is going to be very different from anything that has been watched in Kenya. And as we continue, of course, these young men, of course, they'll learn more acting techniques and everything, but let us all support this series, Hessy. Tell everyone who is interested, tell everyone who is not interested, okay? But get the word out there, let everybody know, because from here, Kenyan production is going to change for the better forever. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So let's have questions from the media, and then once the question has been asked, please to give briefly and as yeah.
Yeah, Tesh.
Yes.
Pengine niulize tu, ningependa kujua
yes.
Since idea ije mpaka mmalize kushoot imewatake muda upi?
Tangia idea ije mpaka tumalize kushoot imechukua muda wa zaidi ya miaka 2. lakini baada ya kuproduce mpaka tunafika hapa leo tunapata nafasi ya kupremiere au kuonyeshana trailer, itakuwa imechukua miaka 3 sasa. Yes.
Okay, Gatonye, umefanya projects nyingi sana and you seem to be very proud of this project. What makes it very unique ukicompare na projects zingine ambazo umefanya?
I would say soul, spirit, the ability kushikana, na not just mabeste, parents, investors. There's a very good spirit in this production. Na unaweza iona afterwards waliweza kufanya show kivyao na nikafurahia sana. So that si ati unakaa hapo ukitoka bado wanaweza endelea. So the spirit was really nice.
Yeah. Pengine adding on, looking at the way these young men really struggled, you know, to get each and every one of you, including Kabu, Wangeshi, and the other people, and him, of course. Pengine niulize, what is the right way for a young guy ambaye, you know, they have a good script and, you know, wakona just something very nice and they feel like it needs to be put out there, lakini they don't really know what to do. What do you think is the right way for them?
I would say as Arabron amesema, we're in a context pale hakuna structure. So there is no right way, there is no wrong way. Just find a way. Thank you.
Yes.
Any other question? Yes, sir.
For me, it's just a comment. It's actually I'm here by accident. I was bringing one of these people who are shooting, but I'm just amazed. Actually, I have no words to express what I'm seeing because this is a composition of talent and ideas that can change our country. And I'm also happy to see our old men are here, the old young man. Being within the group, that means that you guys were on the right direction. You know, out there, I work in the government, but I'm also a pastor. I have not had interaction with these kinds of setups, but because I have a background of information technology, I know that where the world is going, we are actually going away from the conventional media, and this is the thing to watch. So basically, I just want to say I appreciate being here, and I'm just happy. I just wanted to register my joy and my encouragement to these young people. And take the words serious, because actually kazi kwa vijana sio hiyo kuclean mitaro. This is the real thing. Okay. Because we are a country of talents, people who have a lot of things inside. Like, this is a forum or a platform where people who have no name can come up. Because the way I'm listening to what's going here is your story and your talent is what will open the door for you. In the scripture we say that your gift will make you sit with great men. And actually these people here are great. I am amazed that there's somebody from this, is it called Netflix? Yes. And Derek is also here. We have interacted. I know you have forgotten me, but of course we can't forget you. So basically, thank you.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm grateful. Thank you so much, you guys would serve.
Thank you so much.
Pengine you guys said that we should support this film, I mean this series. Pengine itakuwa wapi? Where will it be available? Na vitu kama hivyo tutaipata wapi?
Well, for now we don't want to say that because kuna different broadcasters na lakini pia our distributor tutakaa naye chini tutajua itakuwa wapi, lakini pia tuko na premiere the first episode itakuwa on 5th February. Okay. 5th February tunafanya premiere the series na wote mmealikwa media, itakuwa invites only. It's a corporate premiere. Corporate premiere inamaanisha tutakuwa na wale executive producers, cast, a few crew, a few sponsors. So after the premiere on 5th tutakuwa pia na screening ya the general public now. Okay. Kila mtu. Though on 5th February, if you'd like to attend the event, of course, the private event, tutakuwa na limited number of tickets. A ticket will be going for 2,500, limited invites only. So this ticket will be catering for your lunch, a drink, or something like that. So you're not paying entrance or to watch the film. You are you're just facilitating wewe kuwa pale. Kwa hiyo wewe kama ungependa kuja katika premiere na hujapata invitation, unaweza ukapata nafasi ya kuja kwa kupata tiketi ambayo itakuwa ina cost 2,500 shillings. Zeki?
My question is to the director. This is not the first film or series that is based on crime and action and real Kenyan stories. How different is this series from the rest of the Kenyan series that we've had before?
It's the ability that Shege went deeper. Stories have layers. Sometimes you get caught up on the surface layer where you police and robbers, and it's safe and it's good and it markets and it's fine, it's watched. But Shege was really deep. When I read his text, I had to go research, yet meet him so ground.
Wow.
Nilikuwa nampigia simu, hapa kunaendagaje? Okay, nilikuwa napigia pia madegisi, so I had to really research, and that's what I like. And then also the fact that walileta watu wa new people always come with soul when they work with established people. That balance is always nice, and I always try to do that in a production. So I'd say the people in it, and Alex's, Shege's writing, that those two factors are really big in the show.
Niulize labda sababu hili ni kitu fulani tofauti na iko real sana. Mbona hatungeingia mtaani tukachukua labda vijana fresh talent tuko na tufike watu tayari wako na experience. Labda ni experience ama tuliogopa wanaweza kafake deliver.
Sijui ni mimi nafaa kujibu hiyo, lakini naweza nikajaribu kujibu. Kwa sababu gani tulichukua cast ambao wameshawahi kufanya tena, wameshawahi kuact tena, na sio wale ambao wanaanza kabisa tulichukua wote? Ndio niuliza. Okay, the reason why tulichukua cast ambao ni legends na cast ambao ndio wanaanza kwa sababu gani? Just like the director amesema, ukiweka, acha nikupe mfano mzuri. Kama wewe ni msanii comedian mdogo ndio unaanza, alafu mko katika stage moja niliko Omondi, wewe utafanya nini? You will do your best to impress him. Unanielewa? Lakini pia ni mtu ambaye utakuwa una look up to him, maana yeye kama comedian amesha make it, ameshafika sehemu ambayo wengi wanatamani kufika. So the reason why we took cast ambao ni season na ambao ndio wanaanza, kwa sababu hawa ni cast ambao wakiwa na wengine wadogo watawasaidia nao, wanawaelekeza. Arabron alikuwa na coach au what for the dialogue cast, wale ambao ni wapya aliwa coach dialogue, this is how you talk, this is how you do this, you understand? Kama Arabron hangekuwa hapo, labda the new cast hangejua anatakiwa ongea hivi au vile. So we took out ili waweze kusaidia na hawa, lakini pia wote ni wetu, you understand? They are all Kenyans, so yeah. Said
Saving from risk keeping and question goes to the distributor. Many Kenyan film, after doing the film, they always want the film to be on Netflix. Is it that we are not having the best side to sell our production, or what are Kenyans not doing right, or what can we do to sell our? Where's the best place to sell our film apart from Netflix?
The best place to sell your film is everywhere, to be quite honest. I wouldn't single out any one or the other platforms and say that one is greater than the other, because when it comes to content, really it's your story. It's how you package your content. What story are you telling and whom are you telling that story to? So the audience becomes very key. If you're talking about Netflix, Netflix is a video on demand platform that is distributed worldwide, okay, in Africa, Asia, and other markets. So if you want to tell a story that speaks maybe to a wider audience, or has connections, or travels across the borders, then that would be an ideal platform. If you come home, for example, and you look at our free-to-air stations, the likes of Citizens, KTN, your KBCs, their audience is who? It's Kenyans. So as you're developing your story, then you need to know that your majority of your audience is Kenyans. So write for your Kenyan public. However, having said that, it doesn't mean that the story just has to appeal to Kenyans. It should at least also have international appeal, so that you can be able to broadcast it here on a local platform, and then after that maybe you can progress and put it on pay television. It can go to Showmax or to Viusasa or Base or other platforms. Then it can again move forward and go to the likes of Netflix, Disney, and the others. So it's a whole distribution is really a whole cycle, but it's very much dictated by the story, because your story then tells us who your captive audience will be. There's no point of making a story that talks about know who your audience is. Whom do you want to talk to? Then develop your story to cater for that market. And then that makes distribution very easy because it becomes very clear that this is the target market.